and good afternoon. My name is Unyeko Buku, and my teammates
Jacopo Vernero,
Andrei Presicaro,
are going to be discussing our coursework on LON 237. So today we're going to be looking at Apple, specifically iPhone. So this is a table of context where we broke down a few of the things we looked into about iPhone. So right now I'm going to be passing it down to my teammate Jacopo to introduce the topic.
Okay. The aim of our report is to evaluate Apple's marketing communications in the UK specifically, and provide a contextual analysis of the company and its business environment. To do so, we're going to analyze the trends that have influenced Apple marketing communication, and we're also going to identify and recommend a trend that could be crucial to the empowerment of Apple's marketing communications. Before doing so, we are going to have a quick company overview. Apple is headquartered in Cupertino, California. It was founded in the 1st of April 1976 and is a tech company that designs and manufactures mobile communication devices and also softwares and related. And as now is the world's most profitable company, so let's say it has a financial relevance.
Now we are going to be looking at the customer context and what customers Apple has, and more specifically iPhone. The target customers that Apple has is middle and upper class segment, focusing on independent educated professionals or students, such as heads of industry and businessmen. Apple targets its customer segment by tailoring products, services, and overall business approaches to create a deeper relationship with the customer, expand the target audience over time, increase customer loyalty and repeat purchases, and provide a personalized customer service and experience. As a result of this, 54% of Apple users buy nothing but Apple products, and 30% of the smartphones market claim that iPhone is the best smartphone out there. Now we are going to be looking at customer demographics. The majority of Apple's users are millennials at 4,613. The company's appeal to older customers is increasing. Many older customers have switched to iPhone due to the quality and reliability. Gen Z users are expected to dramatically grow over the next years. The current male to female users is slightly different, 60.8% and respectively 39.2%, suggesting that target market is expanding in the male market spontaneously.
Okay, now we're going to analyze the internal context of the company. And first thing, we are going to have an insight on the UK market. In fact, recently, Apple has gained the biggest share of the smartphone market, and in fact they're now at 54.45%. And also UK has the highest number of Apple stores in the whole Europe. Apart from that, iPhone is also the leading product of Apple in terms of revenue and sales, and it also has been reported that in 2020 Apple sales amounted to over £1.1 billion, which is a huge number. After that, we analyzed the company with the SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In the strengths, we can identify a wide range of products, a very strong product development department, and also, of course, a financial strength that is not common in every company. As weaknesses, we had identified the limitation of interacting with other brands. As we know, we can plug in Apple in another smartphone. Of course, with the opportunities, we identified product diversification, which is taking place now in Apple, and also the globalization, of course. Some threats for the company are taxes and legal issues, as we know, and increasing taxation is coming, and also the company is having issues with some privacy-related causes. After the SWOT analysis, we analyzed the company using the VRIO analysis, which stands for value, rarity, imitability, and organization. Okay, we can identify loyal customer base and define brand culture as a strong point in the company. As we see, brand recognition is kind of sustainable. In terms of management, of course, we have the most valuable company in the world, so yeah, I think it's kind of relevant. And then as product design, we have, at least Apple has a unique design and promotion, and as I already said, product development. While the company should improve their product distributions, as they have a weak distribution network and logistics. To sum up, we can see how Apple uses numerous print and broadcast media to market iPhone, such as billboard, television, or social media. And the advertisements were structured in a way to promote a sense of community, and also create a direct relation with the customers to promote a more immersive customer experience even online. And as a recommendation, we point out 2 bullet points, and in fact, we think that iPhones needs to create a more revenue compared to now, and also to build that better relation with the company in terms of sharing data and opinion. And also the company should create a more price-friendly products to meet their customer expectation, and also keep them engaged with the company over the time with new product releases.
Now we're going to be looking at the external context. And in this, we looked at Pestle. Pestle is an analytical tool used to look at the bigger pictures of industrial environment. So basically, Pestle stands for political, economic, social, technology, legal, and environmental factors that could affect a business, such as iPhone or Apple as a whole. So Apple is seen as one of the biggest technological companies, and well known for their iPhones, which is their most sold item. They've been able to record up to an outstanding amount of 72.3 billion at bank as at 2019, and these figures vary because of the various taxes different countries face. And Apple is solely dependent on China's cheap manufacturing skills, and due to political upsets that they experienced between America, the political upset between America and China, the distribution and manufacturing costs could be affected. Then we looked at the economic factors, and the constant increase in labor costs in China is taking away the cost advantage China had on some of the Apple products being produced. And seeing as Apple is a luxurious brand, a lot of low paid workers are able to purchase these products because of the nature of their salaries. We also looked at the social factors, and a lot of people see Apple as see the iPhone as a very expensive brand that isn't really worth the price put on it. And a lot of people have the problem with the ethical practices put into producing these brands, because a few stories that have leaked out are the underpaid workers in China and so on. We also looked at the technological factors. A lot of Apple customers are moving towards portable products and feel more comfortable with them. So it limits Apple's ability to produce more. It reduces the demand for products like desktops or Apple TVs. So we also looked at the legal factors, and Apple is moving in a has moved into this financial sector by introducing things like Apple Pay, and this would increase the amount of government restrictions, rules, and regulations placed on the use of the Apple phone. It would also increase the levies put on Apple products. Then lastly, we looked at the environmental factor, and the pollution that affects the communities when these phones are being produced is really sad. So we have free people have been put in place to reduce these factors. They also have Chinese have put in efforts to cut greenhouse gases that emit because of the recent campaign on the global warming sector. Then we looked at stakeholders. So briefly, just going to describe what stakeholder is. A stakeholder is a person who has direct interest in a business or has shares in the business. In other words, he has a percentage of ownership legally in that business. So we also looked at the internal stakeholders, people like Tim Cook, who is the CEO, who was initially Job before he died, passed away. We also looked at they have employees with a good amount of 152 employed people at Apple, just in America. We also looked at the external factors, who are obviously the customers. We also saw suppliers and the government. Now we're going to move into business context. Business context, we looked at the mission and vision of Apple. We tried to get someone iPhone, but it was basically Apple. So to bring the best user experience to its customers through its innovation, hardware, software. Yeah, so basically, the mission and vision are basically things that drive the company towards achieving their best. So basically, this diagram explains how the business context. Well, this is a business context diagram, where, as you can see, the organization is in the middle, and these different factors like the customers, the suppliers, the bank, and contractors are different people who have direct influence on the business. And also for reference, I brought in a university business context, which just in case my friends, I needed to explain this to my friends. This is a good and more relatable diagram. where the university is centered around private sectors, industries, educational community, and the government, and so on.
Now we are going to be looking. Now we are going to be looking at competitor analysis and the main competitors that Apple and iPhone has at the moment. One of the newest and main competitors of iPhone is Google Pixel, the Google Pixel series. I have broken down into a marketing mix into the 4 P's of the marketing mix, which stands for product, price, place, and promotion. For product, it's been said that Google has stated that the best of Google built around you, which sort of implies that Google is trying to offer a personalized experience to their customers, which is very different from what iPhone does because it comes as a standard. Google also has a new advanced on-device AI through their new processor, Google Tensor. This AI is based on machine learning, which is the more you use it, the more it's learning about you and your preferences and what you need. Therefore, it's going to make it more suitable for the individual that uses it. Going into the price, the strategy that Google Pixel is using is price penetration. This is because even Elin Mannion, which is the vice president for marketing at Google UK, stated that premium users are looking for prices below today's premium phones, trying to undercut the smartphone market compared to such as I said, iPhone and potentially Samsung and so on. The place of distribution is well-established retailers, mobile service providers worldwide, as well as Google website. They have made their products easy to get by. The promotion that Google Pixel is using is YouTube, billboards, social media, and TV. Another competitor would be Samsung Galaxy S series. Going into the product, it is a premium product. It's deemed as a premium product with innovative and design and technology such as under-display fingerprints and the edge display. The price strategy that Samsung is using is competitive price skimming, starting at a high price and easily lowering the price of the product itself. The place of distribution is big and small retailers, mobile service providers, and more established online retailers such as maybe Amazon. The promotion that they use in the promotion channels that they use in is newspapers, digital media, and they're also using discounts and offers, again, word by mouth promotion.
Okay, now we're going to be looking at the objectives and strategies of iPhone. So basically, Apple has been successful in creating a nice social media following. They need to work on a more pocket-friendly campaign on the Apple Care. And also Apple needs to use their news platforms to educate people on what's happening around them and a lot more. So we're also looking at the strategies they used, and Apple has the largest has the largest social media base in the technological field, with an outstanding numbers on Twitter, Instagram, even on a newly introduced app called TikTok. They have, in their direct marketing, they've been able to record over 1 million sales online. In events, whenever iPhone introduces a new product, they usually have showcases explaining in detail the products they are introducing to the market.
Okay, so moving on to the conclusion and to sum up what we have discussed in the presentation, we are going to state how Apple's marketing communications should be improved in some ways. In fact, we think that they should point out technological improvements such AI or the metaverse to promote their products, iPhone in particular, and to interact in a better way with their customer base in order to keep building that strongly loyal customer base and customer interaction with the company. And as we said, we also think that Apple as a company should also communicate social issues in a better way, taking more kind of personal position. So yeah, again, in order to keep building that customer relation. Here's our references. And yeah, that was all. Thank you very much for listening to us. Have a good day.